You didn't do anything wrong.
Because he's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now. So we'll hunt him. Because he can take it. Because he's not a hero. He's a silent guardian. A watchful protector. A dark knight. And here we go.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to hit a sensitive topic. Well, it's sensitive to some, and then others, they're going to be like, thank goodness somebody finally called this guy out. Now, what I'm referring to is a debunker, and there's 3 that I've personally watched. Now, these 3 debunkers, they go after the bigger creators. God forbid they do anything smaller, you know. Gotta get those likes, clicks, views, all that stuff, right? But, they just get under people's skin on purpose because they want that reaction. Well, you're going to get that reaction today. Now, nobody's ever covered me, and that's fine. I don't really care about all that. None of my stuff's fake. But they recently went after quite a few people that I personally know. And one of them is Haunted Knights, which I will link their page down below. Now, I personally know Steve and Dylan. I've hung out with them, been around them. They have no reason to fake paranormal. They have no reason to do anything other than be genuine. So this video really irritated me. Now, I know some are not going to respond. Some just, push it to the side. But these debunkers need to be held accountable. Today, we're going to hold one of them accountable. And we're going to break down his video. Now, the one thing that I noticed that really bothered me is how many comments actually said, I've been waiting for you to do Haunted Knights. Now that shit's mind-blowing to me. They're one of the most genuine people when it comes to paranormal, and they're very knowledgeable in what they do. That's the other thing I wanted to touch on. When you go to these comment sections of these debunkers, they are some of the most toxic, most blinded people ever. Like, do they even know what ghost hunting is? Now, I know debunkers are just failed ghost hunters. I know this. They can't actually make a ghost hunting video to save their life, so they got to go after others, especially the bigger creators, because we go back to, you just want those likes, clicks, views, right? And that's all they go after. Demon. But yet, some of them, including their little friends, I know some of them, they've collabed with people that use demon. So I'm really confused by that, but we're not going to get into that today. This is specifically about Haunted Knights video. But yes, I am sitting on the toilet, because that's what I think of your shitty review on Haunted Knights. Now let's get into today's video.
It's pitch black. All right, let's do a session here. I'm going to do a quiet one first and
DR60. It started off so well, and then 4 minutes in, he pulls out a DR60. Now, maybe, like I said at the beginning of the video, they don't know any different the teams are using and think that this is a legitimate tool. Haunted Knights, 4 minutes in, and I'm enjoying your content. It looks fantastic. The introductions were great. The history was great. And then you pull out a DR60, which, it's a broken piece of kit. It was broken for what it was intended for. It's not picking up spirits, it's picking up the internal components.
Now I'm going to stop you right there, Beardo, because you're wrong. It has picked up spirits. I've seen it myself. I've been around it. This field is 100% opinion-based. 100%. So there's no experts, there's nothing. It's all opinionated. So all your videos, just like this one, is opinionated. It's not true, it's not a fact. And I don't know when you're going to come to terms with that, but there's no such thing as an expert in this field.
It's unshielded. Basically, there's a Kenny Biddle video on the DR60. Go and watch that if you guys do get to watch this.
Now, I didn't know who Kenny Biddle was until recently, a few months ago. He was talking about the mag light. I'm going to tell you, this guy is 100% a skeptic on every single thing. I do not encourage you to go watch his stuff if you believe in spirits and ghosts, because he doesn't believe in it. It's purely dumbness, in my opinion. Like, he tries to break every little thing down, and it's just so stupid. Like, there is spirits in this world. There's ghosts in this world. There's demons in this world. And for you to try to tell people that they're not hearing or seeing what they're actually seeing or hearing is stupid. And I don't believe in, I don't agree with that at all. Like, I just, get it together. Don't endorse somebody that doesn't even know what they're talking about.
Because I'd be interested to see how you react to a debunk of the DR60, because I'm not inherently calling you guys fake. I'm not saying you know that the DR60 is bollocks, although a lot of people do and they still use it anyway. I'm going to withhold that judgment on you guys for now.
Just because you don't believe in it, Beardo, doesn't mean everybody else doesn't need to believe in it. Again, this is 100% opinion based.
2 rooms, please. I'll take 2 rooms for the night. I don't want to share a room with him. I just heard a female voice. I just heard a female voice.
Now, whatever that was there. It sort of resonates with the echo of the place, I guess. There's that sound, you can tell when something's overlaid most of the time. It didn't sound overlaid, but I don't know if that was a female voice. Bearing in mind that right now they're in a bowling alley. Inside of, they're going to have fridges, drinks and cookers and all that sort of thing. What that almost sounded like to me was, the tops of the doors, you got those magnets or those hinges that close the doors. It sounded like one of them squeaking. I'm not saying that that's exactly what it is. If anything, it went, but to me, it didn't sound like a female voice.
Now, Beardo, you're saying it doesn't sound like a female voice, but then you go on to say what it sounds like, which is okay. That's your opinion on how you think how it sounds. But then you backtrack and say, well, I can't say that's what it is. So why even speak on something if you don't know what it is? To them, it sounds like a female voice. To me, it sounds like a female voice. But why speak on something if you don't even know what it is?
When they're there at the time, I can understand why they would think that was a female voice. I don't think there's anything sort of fake with that.
I just heard a female voice. That literally sounded like somebody singing. Because again, this...
Cat ball.
Here we go. Again, with your opinion, a cat ball is just fine. It's actually one of the harder pieces of equipment to set off, in my opinion, from everything that I've ever done and everywhere I've ever been.
Same as the DR60, same as the SLS, cat balls, shit for investigating. Unless one actually lifts off the floor and gets launched at you, trash.
Beardo, let's be honest. If one lifted off the ground and was thrown at you, you, along with your little buddies, 100% would say it's fake, string. Somebody did it. Somebody's in a cloak or a black outfit or something in the dark. You debunk anything, or you put debunk on anything you don't believe. That's crazy. That's crazy. So why even mention something when all you would do is debunk it anyways, right?
The issue I've got here is we're 36 minutes in, and the investigation for the most part is revolving around the DR60 and the equipment they've got dotted around. Now, while I'm not enjoying it, these guys come across very well. I'll be completely honest here. They behave better than a lot of people. They're not shouting, they're not ranting, they're not raving, they're not dude broing, they're not making inappropriate jokes or anything. They seem very pleasant, very nice guys.
Alright, Beardo, let's touch on that really fast. Just because somebody may scream, get freaked out, run, whatever, doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing, doesn't mean that they're bad, doesn't mean anything. And who cares if they say the word bro? Who cares? Not everybody's going to react the same. Not everybody's going to be the same. If everybody was the same, ghost hunting would be insanely boring.
That guy is. He's got to get out, or like there's something different about him. Like, you know what I mean? Literally.
I didn't get any of that from any of your experiments, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Guess what? Nobody really cares what your opinions or thoughts are when it comes to certain things. Actually, nobody should really care at all, because they're your opinions. But you want to keep portraying them on people and keep saying everything is fake or whatever.
Right here, and we'll go from there.
DR60.
Yeah. Guess what? Nobody really cares.
DR60.
Yeah. Guess what? Nobody really cares.
DR60.
Yeah. Guess what? Nobody really cares.
Are you here for me? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Spirit Talker. Personally, I've used all of the apps. I've used them numerous places, numerous times, done multiple testing. For me, none of the apps work for an investigation. Now, if people still want to use them, that's absolutely fine, as long as you're not misleading your audience via the app.
Now, I will say, Beardo, you did say they don't work for you, which is great. They work for other people. I've used them personally. And you could call it misleading, but if they want to put it in their title, if they want to put it in their video, if they want to do that and it works for them and they have other stuff to back it up, let them do it. Just because it doesn't work for you doesn't mean it's not going to work for everybody else. Just like this whole video, the cat ball, the DR60, and everything else. It doesn't work for you because you believe everything is not paranormal anyways. So why even make a video on people that are not bothering you, that are not faking anything? It just bothers you because they're using a DR60. Am I correct? Now, I'm going to wrap up this video in conclusion with my thoughts. The whole thing is it shouldn't have even been made to begin with. I think he's just clout chasing. He's just looking for clicks and views. He had nothing else better to do. Now, I've personally spoke with Beardo a few times. And I won't say like anything bad about his character, but I don't like his videos. I think he reaches too much. Now, he can be very respectful. I've seen him be very respectful, so I'm not going to speak on that. Now, he has also called people idiots. That I don't like. But at the end of the day, Haunted Nights is a good group. They have tours, they have bookings, they have videos, and they're good guys. I know them personally. I highly, highly suggest you go watch them. These debunkers, a lot of them don't even know what they're talking about. They're just failed ghost hunters, like I said earlier. In conclusion with that, make sure we like, subscribe, and I will see you guys, hopefully, if you like this, I'll do it again. All right, bye everybody. I hope you have a good day.